Hey y'all, it's me, your favorite pimp Ty, and I am slightly behind this morning. But I wanted to come on because I did not have the opportunity yesterday on my normal day to speak with you all about what we are doing. And so I just wanted to kind of back up and recap that we are currently talking about our Ask If framework. And I just wanted to give a small recap of what we've already discussed. So, right now, we have already spoken about A, which is aligning with your network, networking with intention, right? Being strategic about who you connect with and why. You have that S, which is seek knowledge, which was mentorship and growth. So we wanted to just make sure that you are finding the right mentors, asking the right questions, and staying open to being teachable and coachable. The K was moving through momentum over perfection. So pushing through when you are uncertain, right? So today I wanted to talk about the if part of it, the framework, which is impact and flexibility. Where are you going to stretch yourself? As I told you before, every time I come on a live, if it's on IG Live, if it's on Facebook Live, if it's here on LinkedIn, I am stretching myself because it is very uncomfortable for me to be in front of the camera, especially alone. It's like I'm talking to myself. Uh, and then just making sure that you are moving outside of those boxes. So just reframing the stretch. That's the first thing. Reframe the stretch. Stretching is not a setback, right? It's proof that you are expanding and evolving your capacity. So if you think about your lungs, every time that you take a deep breath and you're able to hold that breath a little bit longer each and every time, you're expanding the capacity of your lungs. And the more breath you're able to hold and the longer you're able to hold, and you're able to release that, it just gives you just a release of tension and you are strengthening your lungs as well. So don't be afraid to stretch. Stretch, you don't break. That's what we're looking for. So reframe that stretch. And then what does the stretch feel like? Right? The next one is what does stretching actually feel like? Most of the time, it'll feel like a doubt or sound like a doubt. Um, your doubt can be so much louder than anything you've ever heard before, right? But you are called to be bigger. And of course, it does feel awkward. But again, you are called to be bigger, to do more, to show up. My grandmother always told me to speak up, to use my voice, even if it shakes. So use your voice, even if it shakes. And I'm trying to instill the same thing in my daughters. Don't be afraid. People may not like it, but when you speak up, it opens up a whole new perspective that most people have not thought about. So, stretching is awkward, it does hurt, but always do it. All right. Then the next one, normalizing the messy middle, right? Because everything is a little messy. I love the internet, but they have us fooled that growth is not uncomfortable, right? Because we get the beginning, we get no middle, and then we just get the end where it's all glamorous, blinging, and all that kind of stuff. And it's not true. Any diamond that you see right now that's shining, literally a diamond, right? It had to be put under thousands of pounds of pressure in order to be produced. So I always remember that. That when I'm going through something, I'm transforming, I'm evolving. I always think about myself as being a butterfly. So discomfort signals transformation, not failure, right? So normalize the messy middle. It's okay. It's okay. How to lead through it. There always is a way to lead through it. As a project leader, as a project manager, anchor yourself in systems, in routines, whatever feels good. Make sure that that's your routine for the day. and focus on the progress versus the perfection. I've said it before and I say it again. 2025 was the year for me to release my perfectionism. And I show up imperfectly as much as I can, where it feels good for me. But go with the progress. Look at the progress that that you're making. Track it with the KPI, with a key performance indicator. I've showed up 25% of the time, or whatever it is, over the perfection. Progress over perfection. And then we talked about it before, right? The reason why we are networking with intention, the reason why we are picking certain mentors, because you need those people to be able to lean on when we are in the messy middle, right? You lean on those people, you lean on your peers, those that you know you can trust for another perspective. And then that helps us also to progress through that messy middle. Okay. So it's Friday. I have a lot to do, and I'm sure you do too. So I'm going to end for today, but don't forget to stretch this weekend, literally and figuratively. Stretch your body, stretch your mind, stretch your spirit. Do some spiritual exercises. Go outside and ground yourself. And then ask yourself, what muscle is this season stretching in me? We're all in different seasons. What muscle is this current season that you're in stretching in me? Do I become a stronger leader? Do I become a better mother? Whatever it is, just think about what season you're in and how it's expanding you and helping you to grow. All right. So if you watch this, share one area where you're being stretched right now. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at her_PM. And also let me know if you want to join the Impact Collective, y'all. I'll see you next week. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.